Top 10 Kitchen Safety Rules You Need to Know. When it comes to safety in the home, the kitchen is an often overlooked area. Many people are not aware of the potential risks they face while cooking and preparing meals. Without proper safety precautions, you could be putting yourself and your family at risk of serious injury. To ensure that your kitchen remains a safe and healthy place for all, here are the top 10 kitchen safety rules you need to know. Number 1. Don't leave food out. One of the most important rules of kitchen safety is to never leave food out. Not only does leaving food out open you up to contamination from bacteria and other microorganisms, but it also creates a risk of attracting pests. When leaving food out, be sure to cover it or place it in a sealed container. Additionally, make sure that the area where you are storing the food is clean and free of debris. If you must keep food out for any length of time, refrigerate it and check on it regularly to ensure that it is still safe to eat. Finally, always remember to dispose of any leftovers that have been out for more than 2 hours. Number 2. Keep a clean kitchen. One of the most important rules of kitchen safety is to keep a clean kitchen. Not only will it help you avoid any potential health risks, but it will also make your food taste better. Make sure to wipe down countertops, cutting boards, and other surfaces with hot, soapy water and a sponge after each use. After washing dishes or utensils, let them air dry before putting them away. Additionally, be sure to regularly clean the inside of your oven, fridge, and microwave. A clean kitchen is a safe kitchen. Number 3. Don't use expired products. One of the most important kitchen safety rules is to never use expired products. This includes food, cleaning supplies, and kitchen tools. Expired products can cause foodborne illnesses and have the potential to cause serious harm. If you are not sure about the expiration date on a product, it is best to err on the side of caution and throw it out. If possible, try to avoid buying products that have a short expiration date. When it comes to food products, check the label for expiration dates before purchasing. Also, be sure to store food items properly to prolong their freshness. For example, keep perishable items in the refrigerator or freezer as soon as you get home from the store. Finally, inspect all containers and packages for damage before using them. If something looks suspicious, throw it out right away. Number 4. Store food properly. When it comes to kitchen safety, proper food storage is essential. Make sure all perishable items are kept in the refrigerator or freezer to prevent bacterial growth. When storing leftovers, use airtight containers and never leave any food out at room temperature for more than 2 hours. Make sure to label all of your frozen food with the date so you can keep track of how long it's been in the freezer. Finally, make sure that all of your pantry items are stored in sealed containers and placed away from any heat sources. This will help prevent spoilage and pest infestations. Number 5. Keep knives sharp. Sharp knives are an essential part of any kitchen. Not only do they make chopping, slicing, and dicing easier, but they are also much safer than dull blades. Dull knives can slip and cause serious injuries. To prevent this, it is important to keep all of your knives sharpened regularly. When you sharpen your knives, make sure to use a whetstone, sharpening steel, or electric sharpener that is designed specifically for kitchen knives. It is also important to sharpen the blade evenly, as this will help keep the blade from becoming damaged. You should also use the correct angle when sharpening, typically 20 to 25 degrees for most kitchen knives. When it comes to storing your knives, it is important to store them in a block or sheath, so that the blades are covered and don't come into contact with other items. This will help ensure that your knives remain sharp and safe to use. Finally, be sure to always handle your knives with care, and never leave them sitting out in the sink, as this can cause rust and corrosion. Following these simple steps can help ensure that your knives stay sharp and safe for years to come. Number 6. Use proper ventilation. Ventilation is an important part of kitchen safety, as it helps to reduce the risk of fire and the spread of toxic fumes. Make sure your kitchen is equipped with a working vent hood that can remove smoke and steam. If your kitchen does not have a vent hood, you should consider installing one, or at the very least have a fan installed to circulate air. Keep windows open when cooking and make sure that combustible materials such as curtains and furniture are away from the stovetop. Additionally, if you are using gas stoves, make sure that you are using the proper ventilation system to ensure that all gases are properly vented outside the home. Number 7. Don't overload electrical outlets. It's important to be mindful of the amount of power you're using in your kitchen. Overloading electrical outlets is a dangerous fire hazard, and it can easily happen if you're not careful. To prevent this from happening, always make sure that you don't plug too many appliances into one outlet. It's also a good idea to check the wattage of all of your appliances to ensure that they are compatible with the power available in your kitchen. If the total wattage of the appliances plugged into an outlet exceeds the capacity of the outlet, unplug one of them and use another outlet. Finally, make sure to regularly inspect your outlets for signs of burning, sparking, or other damage. Taking these safety measures will help you avoid potential accidents and keep your kitchen safe. Number 8. Keep a fire extinguisher handy. It's important to keep a fire extinguisher in your kitchen at all times. It can be used to quickly and safely extinguish small fires that may arise while cooking. Make sure you check the expiration date on your fire extinguisher regularly and replace it if needed. Fires can spread quickly and become out of control if not handled correctly. In the event of a fire, remember that safety is key. Before attempting to extinguish the fire, ensure that all people and pets are safely away from the area. If the fire is too large or is spreading too quickly, it may be necessary to evacuate the building. If you need to use the fire extinguisher, make sure you have a clear escape route. Remember, never attempt to put out an electrical or grease fire with water. A fire extinguisher is the safest and most efficient way to handle a kitchen fire. Make sure to keep one handy in case of emergencies. Number 9. Wear the proper attire. When cooking in the kitchen, it is essential to wear the proper attire. Not only does this help to prevent kitchen accidents, but it also keeps you from getting too hot or messy. The best clothing for cooking is light and airy, so you don't get too hot. It should be made of a material that is easy to clean and doesn't retain any food odors. Long hair should be tied back and kept away from any flames. Finally, make sure your shoes are closed-toe and flat to prevent slipping. And finally, number 10. Know your limits. It is important to know your abilities and limits when it comes to kitchen safety. If you don't feel comfortable using a certain appliance or item, then don't use it. For example, if you're not familiar with how to safely handle knives or sharp objects, get someone who knows how to demonstrate for you. Also, always read instructions carefully before using any appliance or product in the kitchen. Additionally, if you're ever feeling overwhelmed or tired while working in the kitchen, it's best to take a break and come back later when you are better prepared and more alert. Taking the time to check in with yourself and knowing your limits can help to prevent any accidents or injuries in the kitchen. In conclusion, we hope this video has provided you valuable information for kitchen safety. Remember to keep your work area clean, use the right tools, keep sharp objects away from kids. By following these safety rules, you can ensure a safe and enjoyable cooking experience. Thank you for watching.